Hola Unconventionals, I'm Amelia.
And I'm JP.
And we're sharing our unconventional life with you from Cuenca, Ecuador.
We were going to record our Salinas cost of living video today, but we watched The Laundromat on Netflix last night. It's with Meryl Streep. And now we're too pissed to talk about that. If you haven't watched The Laundromat yet, you have to watch it. It's good for a few laughs, but it really is just about the Panama Papers, the big scandal where the hackers broke into that law firm in Panama a few years ago and revealed how the rich people shelter all of their money so that they don't have to pay any taxes on it.
Yeah, they revealed that this one law firm had over 215,000 shell corporations out there. Mm-hmm. And it did the whole movie at the end. Man, I was just pissed off, especially after everything that Ecuador has been through and Chile has been through and all these other countries like France and
Argentina, Lebanon, Hong Kong. Yeah. All of this is connected. There's even protests in countries in Africa and Europe. It's everywhere in this world, and this movie kind of highlights what's going on,
right,
and why all of these protests are happening.
Yeah, because these people are using these banks and law firms to hide all their money, while the rest of us have to fight over the scraps, basically.
Yeah, and they're hiding it. Not only are they hiding it, but they're using these corporations to accumulate even more. So the rest of us are left with even less. And that's what these IMF measures are doing, these austerity measures that the IMF is demanding. It's all part of the long con that is designed to strip the rest of us from every last penny that we have. And this movie shows you how they do it in kind of a fun and entertaining way from all the different perspectives and all the different players that are involved in this.
Yeah, it was eye-opening for me because, we knew this was going on, but this made it seem much more real, I guess, when somebody put it all together in a format that I could follow along.
Yeah, Amelia hasn't watched all the documentaries and read all the books that I have about this, so I already knew all of this and what was going on. But the movie makes it more personal because you get attached to the characters and you really feel for them.
Yeah. Gosh, talking about this right now, my heart is
pounding again. Amelia woke up this morning. She was bawling. She was really upset.
Frustrated. It's just so frustrating. We work hard. Everybody works hard, and we just want to all live a nice, simple, happy life, right?
Yeah. So here's some interesting statistics for you. I have them written down here. So there are 2,000 billionaires in the world, 50 million millionaires, and there's a handful of trillionaires like the Rothschilds and probably the Saudi Arabian royal family who have over $1 trillion, which is more than Ecuador. That's more than Ecuador's worth. There's more than multiple countries are worth.
Yeah.
And 1%, the top 1% own 50% of the world's wealth. That's 1%. That's not that many people. The top 10% own 85% of the world's wealth. And 90%, that leaves 90% of us fighting over what's left. Although I was telling Amelia, we're probably in the top 10% as Americans. Because, I don't know, but the rest of the world, there's so much of the world that's so poor that even us, barely scraping by, have it better than the vast majority of people on this planet.
Yeah, we live a comfortable life. Yeah. We can't complain.
Yeah, we can. So the vast majority of us are left just fighting over these scraps that are left. But the 1%, the top earners, the banks, the corporations, they want all that money too.
Yeah.
They're not satisfied with even leaving us with the scraps anymore.
Yeah, it's no wonder everybody is fighting back. I mean, we've had enough.
Yeah, life is getting harder and harder, and we have less and less, and we have to work more and more for it.
Exactly.
I mean, we work all the time. We each have 2 jobs. The YouTube channel is pretty much my full-time job now. I do web design kind of on the side, just mainly supporting my old clients. Amelia works a full-time job and then does the YouTube video part-time.
Right.
And we're barely making it.
Well, we have debt. That's the problem. Yeah. Well, that's part of the reason we left.
Yeah.
We were tired of being slaves to the grind. Yeah.
Slaves to the system. And that's part of what our channel is about, is how to escape, how to not be a slave to the system, how to not be a debt slave anymore. And so if you're interested in that kind of information and following along with what we do, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified about our upcoming videos.
Yeah, and we're still working through all of that. I'm still working to pay off my student loan debt. We have other debt.
Yeah, that was mainly as a result of my surgeries, because I wasn't earning any money and we went into debt. We were losing $500 a month when we lived in Denver.
Right, and like we said, we live comfortably here. And I'm grateful that we made the change and moved to Ecuador because we wanted to have a more simple life.
Yeah. Yeah. And we wanted to check out of the rat race and not be part of that system and do as much as we can to contribute to that system as little as possible.
Yeah, but boy, seeing that movie, it just made me so mad. It just makes me mad, and it's hard not to feel like it's kind of hopeless. Like we're just all pawns and sheep.
And we can't, the bad thing is
I want to be a sheep.
We can't live without money. The system is set up. You can't live without money. We have to pay for food, clothing, healthcare, housing, especially healthcare with me. It's a major concern with my back. I mean, it still hurts all the time, and I'm sure I'll probably need more surgeries at some point in the future, and I have to worry about being able to pay for all that.
Well, and in some countries, like in the United States, you have to have debt. Otherwise, you can't function in society. You have to have credit card debt. You have to have all this debt so you can go out and get a car loan or a house loan or whatever. It's just set up that way.
Yeah, if you don't have any debt, then your credit score is terrible.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And we're still working through all of this ourselves. We had a guy comment about a month ago that it looks like we're back in the rat race again, that we just moved the rat race from the United States to Cuenca. And at first I got angry. I was pissed at the guy for probably a couple of days. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized he was right. And that's why I was mad.
He was right. And I had been feeling like that for a couple of months earlier. I'm like, gosh, we've kind of reinvented our life here. And I think that that's probably a normal thing that happens to everybody. But the last few months have definitely caused us to wake up, and we're going to start making some more changes.
Yeah, we're definitely we started accumulating again somehow. I mean, most of it's for the kitchen and Amelia's closet. But we started accumulating things again. We're going to get rid of stuff. We've already started getting rid of stuff. We gave a huge bag of old clothes that were too big for us to our cleaning lady. Hopefully she can either use them or sell them and make some money for herself.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll talk about all of that in another video.
Yeah.
This video is about
how angry we are.
Yes. I was going to say something else, and I'm going to. This is a G-rated program.
Yeah.
I'm so start swearing.
So then the question becomes, well, how do you fight this enormous, invisible system that is oppressing all of us? How do you fight it? The banks that these companies and these billionaires use, they're all located in the middle of the ocean on islands. How are you going to go protest and organize any kind of protest or anything when you don't even know where they are, who they are?
Well, they're faceless and nameless. Yeah. So it's really extremely difficult to track these people down, and there's no accountability. And even when they are held accountable, the fines, they may sound like a lot, like $1 million, but that's nothing.
Yeah. What we've done to help minimize our contribution to this corrupt system is to go vegan and minimalist. We actually call it gentle minimalist. We don't live out of a backpack, but we also don't have very many possessions.
No, we don't.
Yeah. And the vegan thing is, Amelia went vegan completely for the animals. The animals were a big part of why I went vegan, but it's also as a form of protest because I don't want to contribute to this corrupt system. And the animal ag industry is on par with the fossil fuel industry and all of the other major polluters. They're destroying our planet. They've been lying to us. The food that they're serving us, that they've been telling us for generations is healthy, is really not healthy. It's killing us all slowly, and it's killing the planet slowly. And by us not contributing to that, we feel like we're not contributing to the system that supports that.
Agreed. 100%. And the minimalist is the same way. We've quit. We're not consumers, so we don't buy a lot. I know JP likes to tease me about my shoes.
And scarves.
But in general, we don't, we sold almost everything we owned. We don't own a car. We rent a furnished house. We do try to minimize our expenditures, and instead of buying things that only give you temporary happiness, we try to do more experience-based things, like going to Salinas, for example.
Yeah, we're trying to enjoy our life instead of enjoying possessions that make us not happy.
We're still working hard to remove ourselves completely from the slave to the system lifestyle, and I don't regret any of it. I'm so thankful we came to Ecuador. We love it here.
Yeah, and if you want to live more of a freedom lifestyle, follow us and join us and give us your perspective on it too. We'd love to hear in the comments what you're doing to protest the corrupt system that's trying to strip every last penny from us, that's trying to privatize every inch of this planet and charge us to to breathe, practically.
I'm surprised they haven't come up.
They'll
with
figure
that
out a
yet.
way to charge us
I
for
know.
clean air tax or something that, to counteract the effects that they caused.
Yeah, you guys should check out the movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie, but it will make you angry.
It might. Or maybe this video made you angry. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, we're sure angry.
Thanks for letting us vent.
Yeah.
We needed to get this off of our chest because things have been bothering us for a while.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are very, very frustrated in this world. And, I know our situation can't relate to some people who really have nothing.
Yeah, we have it really good compared to a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah, but we do work all the time, and as a reminder, we have a Patreon account, and we share extra videos, and we have a growing private community of expats over there. So if you're interested in seeing more from us and joining our growing expat community, we'll put a link to our Patreon channel in the description, so you can go over and check that out.
And we will do our Selena's cost of living video.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. It'll be the next video, I promise.
Yes, and I think we're going to start sharing some more of our downsizing because we want to make sure we don't fall back into our old lifestyle habits.
Yeah. So we have to do a little bit of cleansing. We have a few things we want to get rid of.
Yes, besides all of the clothes that were too big.
Yeah, I even have more clothes I can probably get rid of that I just
Yeah.
don't ever wear. So, all right, I think that's all we have for this rant of a video.
Yes.
If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and share it if you know people who are just as frustrated as we are and possibly you are.
Yeah, and I have to say, actually, I do feel a little better now. So
Yeah,
thanks, everyone.
It was a bit cathartic for us.
Yes, thank you.
So thanks for being angry now with us. All right, we'll see you in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao.